5 years on the East Coast, it was time to go home.
Welcome to Los Santos Airport.
What's up?
Carl is sweet.
What's up, sweet? What you want?
This mama. She's dead, bro. Passenger, show us your hands. Stop. Get down on your knees. Now down on your stomach. There you go.
I'll take that, Hernandez.
Hey, that's my paper, man. That's money.
This is drug money.
My money, man.
Hey, don't worry about it. I'll fill it out later.
Welcome home, Carl. Glad to be back. You haven't forgotten about us, have you, boy?
Hell no, Officer Tenpenny. I was just wondering what took y'all so long.
Get in the car.
Ease up, man. Damn.
Watch your head.
Ah!
Oh, my bad.
Get out of here, you greaseball bastard! Stupid Mexican. Oh, hey, sorry.
My bag. Hey, man, my bag.
How you been, Carl? How's your wonderful family?
I'm here to bury my moms. You know that.
Yeah, I guess I do. So what else you got shaking, Carl?
Nothing. I live in Liberty City now. I'm clean. Legit.
Nah, you ain't never been clean, Carl.
Well, what do we got here?
This is a weapon, Officer Pulaski, that was used to gun down a police officer not 10 minutes ago. Officer Pendleberry. A fine man, I might add. You work fast, nigga.
You know I just got off the plane.
Well, that's a good thing we found you and retrieved the murder weapon.
That ain't my gun.
Don't bullshit me, Carl.
Yeah, don't bullshit him, Carl.
What the fuck you want from me this time?
When we want you, we'll find you. In the meantime, try not to gun down any more officers of the law.
Y'all can't leave me here. This baller's country.
I thought you said you was innocent, Carl. But you don't bang.
This is car 58.
See you around like a donut,
What?
Carl.
Officer Pendlebury's down. We'll be right over.
See, Hernandez?
Oh, shit. Here we go again. Worst place in the world. Rolling Heights baller country. Now, I ain't represented Grove Street in 5 years, but the ballers won't give a shit.
33 masters at work. I find out get to watch 34.
I'm confused. I'm confused what that means. Hello. What's going on, Gary? Hope you had a nice day on Sunday today. We're in the lobby for EMEA, European Region Daily Races, Race B. The date is 5/25/2025. Lots of 5s and 2s in the date today. I do plan to go play some soccer later. I might actually go outside and touch some turf and play some soccer.
Said 33 drivers at Indy.
Oh.
And the 34th is you.
And Monaco this weekend too. It's like the biggest weekend on the motorsport calendar. It is one of the biggest, most important weekends in racing of the whole year. If not the biggest. I forgot about all that. I was watching the Premier League. Chelsea came through with the goods and got the 3 points against Forest. And are through to the Champions League. That is really important. Makes a big difference qualifying for the Champions League in many ways. So I was watching the final match of the season. I watched mostly the second half, and it was good. I don't watch a ton of football, of soccer, because I'm so busy working 24/7, 7 days a week. But because it's a holiday weekend, it's Memorial Day in the United States, I have today off. I was able to watch my team get a very important victory. Very, 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 very important victory. And it was a 1-0, where a defender scored the goal, so it was a very scrappy win too. They had to fight for it. Towards the end of the match, they let Forrest have all the ball, and they were letting Forrest, goalkeeper, come into our half and make crosses into the box. I thought that was ridiculous. If I was in the field, I would be attacking that goalkeeper, making him pay for coming that far out of his box. I'd be on top of him. That would never happen if I was in the field. They can have 10 in the box, and I'll be on that goalie. Let that goalkeeper try to run up past the halfway line. It would never occur. I was like, why are they letting them have all this possession? But I guess that's the way things happen. You accept it when that starts happening. Just try to hold strong. Really? That's amazing too, Gary, because Sunderland have had a turbulent past 10 years or so. It's good for them and their fans to have some positive results like that. That's a good thing for them. I've been coaching matches on Sunday every week, and my own team that I coach won 8-1 last week at home. We won 8-1. And a player who had not scored last season or this season yet scored his first goal ever, and I was really happy with that because I helped that guy a lot. I think I told you guys a bit about it when that happened last week. But my own team that I manage, running strong. And I don't even have my best defender. Missing players every match from our best squad, so it's going really well no matter what. They are well trained. How you guys know I have the best coaching in the whole community for Gran Turismo. I coach actual football teams, as well as have been a driving instructor and work as a teacher. Like, I'm always like in that sort of type of work. It's my way of working. The methods I use are proven, actual professional ways of getting things done, getting results. I appreciate all these updates because I only watched the Chelsea match, so I don't know about anything else. Obviously, there were updates on screen and from the commentary during the match about the Manchester United result and the Aston Villa result and these other matches that were affecting each other and changing the table as the live table was shown. Always a very interesting day, and I'm glad I got to watch a little bit. I'm always so busy. Very grateful I got to watch a little bit. And you see, as soon as it's over, I'm back to business, and then later I have some recreational time to go play soccer. And even, you know, I don't really like to drive around on Memorial Day weekend. I know it's like tons of like people on the road and people like drinking and stuff like that too, but I will go play some soccer and come back early. Pick up dinner perhaps. Or go food shopping so I have stuff for tomorrow. But tomorrow is like the real holiday where things might be closed. I should reset because I do want to get a reasonable time in. So I keep my driver rating points for EMEA. And I need like a 56 right now. Even a 56 might not be so good in that lobby. But we'll see. These are my first laps of the day. So I'll be patient, as I always try to be. That was like a millimeter from the wall. So close. Extra close to the wall. I don't know why I tried 4. I haven't used 4 all week. Those are my first laps ever using 4 brake balance all week. I was using 5, and then I tried 2 and 3 yesterday. But we were understeering, so I just naturally just decided let's just put up a little higher. One second, I want to get some tissues. Hold on. That's cool. I should put on the races while we're here. What time does that start? Alright, I'm back. Hold on 1 second.
Edward E. Said Indy should be on now. It was delayed a little for weather.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, maybe after this race, then I'll throw it on. It's like
Rama's 1N Gary. Said Scott McLaughlin had crashed out of Indy on warm-up laps, and Scott Dixon has a brake fire. Race hasn't started yet.
Oh, really? That's crazy. That sounds really crazy. Sounds like I need to tune in. I've watched Indy 500 a few times. My gloves on. Which other glove? Alright, here we go. Here we go. First race of the day.
Edward E. Said good luck.
I'll try. My first one. And the more races and the more laps that I do, the faster I get every time, so this will be the slowest one maybe. But I have to just be patient. I know this lobby will be tough to make a move as well. Drama ahead. I don't even know what happened. I'm not even thinking about the race. I gotta focus. I'm thinking about stuff I want to do after the race. I gotta chill out. Focus here. It's a big, like I said, holiday weekend today. Big weekend. a big penalty. That big one. The turtle needs to let me by, I think. Turtle's easy for me to catch up to already. That's what we're doing alright. Hopefully we can work with the turtle or get by the turtle soon. I'm gonna bump him. I'm not interested in going for this right now. This corner. Too scary right there for first race. Maybe later we'll go for that. I knew I went out of bounds. I knew that. Somehow understeered more than expected. DR should be okay.
Stream elements. Sit.
Let's see the second. Shouldn't have lost too much. I did lose some. Tiny bit. Thank you, Gary. Let's go do some more time trial. I'll still get one more, so I'm not gonna restart. Hopefully I do a good job. Still get one more attempt here. Missed the apex. You know, I'm never too picky or partial on like which direction. I like Dragon Trail forward a lot more than reverse, but I still like the reverse. And with this one, I actually like the reverse more, I think. But I still like forward. I think reverse is better at this point. More fun. We moved up a little bit. Have a good race. Should have went quicker. I can easily get down to like these times, I think. So we'll be right in the top 3 if I do an improved lap soon. Hello, Rob. You gotta go to Walmart? Enjoy your trip to Walmart. They have many good products. You can get some fishing items if you want there. What do I like to get? Walmart Automotive. Get some oil for your car. They have the best automotive prices. Hello, Blankenship. Good evening. Or sorry, you said evening, but for me it's afternoon, Blankenship. It's 2 p.m. It's 2 p.m. now. I guess I'll go with 4. I actually felt really good on 4. I can always switch it. I can always drop it. Blanket shit. What time you've been? You've stayed up overnight? Is that what happened? Or you got up early? What happened? Hope you're having a good weekend. However you're spending it. Oh, I hear you. I hear you. I read that. Where is this car going? Ahead of me. It's an odd line for the entry. Mess them up. It's defending. Maybe. I don't know what he's doing. Why is he defending? That's kind of annoying. Please, like, at that point, you're serving 1.5. Doesn't move off the racing line, it's fine. It's all good. Oh, another car off. Another car has gone off. Getting a little crazy now with this. should have had a better exit there. Slight mistake. Solid run. Maybe could have got P3, but I'm not, again, still only my second race of the day. And I'm not going to take a lot of unnecessary risks. I could have maybe made a move at turn 1 on Kroken, but it would have not been with like a lot of overlap. I would have been just like barely alongside. And anything could have happened with the 2 ahead. So I prioritized just playing it safe. Give him a little bump. My laps were a lot cleaner. I feel like I'm going to 5th gear a little earlier in the S corner down the hill. That's helping me be more consistent. Because I was trying to stay in 4th longer. There were some huge crashes that race that I would want to go watch. But I think we're just gonna do qualifying instead some more. I can probably get higher than where I'm starting if I just put like belief into my time trial here. I feel like I'm more solid now than I have been all week with this. Well rested too. I got up at a good time today. See, I did that race on 3, I think. Or was it 4? I felt like 4 maybe. All working together now. All my techniques is so far so good on this lap. This lap can't be too bad already. All those went very well. Yeah, I heard Frame Prong's really good. Better than Trent, some people say already. It's kind of crazy. Crazy thing to say. We just don't know yet. Can I get some Chelsea transfer news? Oshman? I'm gonna take a quick break and use the bathroom. That lap was honestly, every lap I'm doing right now feels like it could beat the one I just did. I feel like I can run well into 56s now, get a friend's top 10 maybe. A high .4 seems like where I feel like where I'm at. And we gotta just keep working, so maybe tonight I can get down here a little further. Just keep working, keep grinding. I'll be right back in the bathroom. I am back. Thank you guys for joining. Whoever just joined, please leave a like. I've been streaming for about an hour, and during the summer, I'm going to be streaming a lot more often during this time of day, early in the day. I think the algorithm is still only just starting to recognize that I stream earlier in the day again, because all year long as a teacher, I really don't. I'm not able to. But over the summer, you know I'm going to try. Full commitment to my work here. When I'm able to. Kimi Bellacini. Look at that. I didn't see that till now. You know, outstanding sportsmanship example. We'll see how he treats me. You guys know I'm the nicest, and my best friend, James, was somebody I met from him being a dirty driver at first and being a huge menace to society on the Gran Turismo sport lobbies. But I love James. James is awesome. I'm glad I got to know him. Glad he messaged me. Famously, Kimi Bellacini like doesn't allow messages and doesn't talk to people very much. Oops, I've understeered. I know, I wanted to buy my roof rack this weekend. That's why I had the kayak, you know, for this weekend, but I don't want to spend an extra couple $100 right now after spending what I spent on the kayak. I spent $2,000 in that kayak. And I have just enough to get through the next few weeks and not be worried about things till my neck check. I don't want to spend any more money. So maybe in a couple weeks I'll go and take the kayak out. Or if somebody with a roof rack wants to come take me out, let's go do it. But you know, I'll be waiting to go spend another whatever, to get a life preserver, get a rack. I need a couple things before I'm ready. So soon enough, soon enough. I tried to get it out this week, but I need more money. I have enough to even go get those things too, but then I might run out. Asking for trouble doing that. I want to make it through the next 2-3 weeks until my next round of checks from all my hard work. I'm happy to spend the money on these things like a kayak for $2,000 because I work so hard, guys. When I'm not here, I'm grinding. Same attitude I have when I'm here. I grind super hard at work, and all my bosses know me as that guy they can depend on, who never calls out, who is the guy for the tough part of the job. Proud of that. Not gonna go for this. Certainly should have. But I like Kroken. I've treated him well. 2 laps to go. The car's ahead. I wanna be able to work with. Kimi having no patience with me there. Kimmy doing a nice job right now. I don't blame him for trying to go by me. I made little mistakes. He let me go by on my first attempt, which is nice. And this is his first race, as we saw, because we didn't see him earlier. So he's still getting warmed up. Final lap. Kimmy Belluccini. So far, so good. Not living up to the legendary reputation right now. He's driving very nicely. He's being clean. I would love to make a video of an epic battle of clean racing with him. That would get more views than a dirty one. He does it. He knows how to drive clean. Spirit of sportsmanship. No push. Reading the back of his car. He could go a little faster through that section, but that was, I think, his best run. Great battling with Kimmy. Kimmy did a nice job. We weren't like a pushover either. Like, I didn't just let him have it. I was like, you know, trying to defend my spot at T1. But he did the right thing. He made a smart move. What's up, Captain Howdy? Hello, Captain. Salute the Captain. You know what? He's been fine. I had no extra nerves because I know from experience people like Momos and Kimmy and James, Smydeen is his evil dirty name. You know, they're all just real people. They know how to drive. They want to have fun sometimes too and not drive like idiots. And I told James, like, if you want to work with me, you can't drive crazy anymore. And he understood that. Took it real serious that I like was willing to work with him. Kimmy is remorseful and apologizes for all those affected. From now on, race clean. Wow. I don't even know if that's real, if it's like a troll thing, but I like it. It could be a fake Kimmy. It's the fake Kimmy. No, that's the real one because the friend requests are slaw. Good race from the one and only Kimmy Reformed. It's too funny. See, look at that. He learned. Maybe my messages from the past got to him. I'm sure I tried to message him once. Alright, well hopefully I can start ahead of him though, because he's ahead of me right now. And I don't want to be behind him. just reset. I don't think it helps to reset because the tires get cold again. But we'll see. With 4 rear, it's honestly not as bad, the cold tires. The car still rotates well on 4 to the rear. While on 2 to the rear, I really want the tires to warm up. That doesn't rotate well. Rotations. I might try 2 rear again at some point. Maybe during this session here, if I get a good time or get close to it. Oh my gosh. Oh, I just realized what time it is. Hold on. I checked my phone. Is this the last race? Before I go play some soccer? It could be. Let me see. What time was this at? Oh no, I got time. It's at 4. We're good. We're good. I thought it was maybe at 3. Double check that. Hopefully no storms today. I should do some grilling tonight. If I do go to the supermarket, I should get some stuff and actually light up the charcoal grill and hang out outside and grill some food. The only downside of my charcoal grill is I feel like I need to take a shower after using it. You get all smelly from the smoke, the smoky smoke from the charcoal. It gets in your hair and your clothes. Unless you're a pro, you avoid the smoke somehow. I could get some ribs. I haven't bought ribs myself, like, many times as an adult on my own, but some ribs does sound nice. That's like Memorial Day kind of food right there. Some short ribs. Out of bounds. Once I knew I was like on the grass, I'm not even like trying anymore. I'm just gonna relax. I'm surprised I even got a 56.9. That was in the first lap. I mean, even that alone shows like, I'm like 2/10 off my lap, like on a lap that I didn't even think was fast at all. So we will get down there. I should probably skip a race to make sure I get the time at some point. We have about an hour left before I gotta go. I'd say like 1 hour. So we can do like 3 more of these at least, and I'll be on time for soccer when I go. Because it's getting close, I'm gonna go get my soccer clothes together. Some extra stuff that I'll take in my bag before I leave. Give me 2 minutes. Go to my kitchen, go to my dryer, where all my clean clothes have been since they got clean. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. I'm here. slight tap, slightest tap. Kimmy likes to brake in a straight line there every time. He doesn't take the typical kick to the right that gives you a faster exit. He always brakes in a straight line, which is better braking, but not a faster exit. For the next corners. Struggles with that hairpin. Every lap I catch a little bit. But again, I think he's just getting warmed up now because last race seems like it was his first race. Reformed Kimmy. The Reformation has occurred. He's reformed his sportsmanship priorities. Help Kimmy. He's been so well behaved. A little bump there. Kimmy brakes in a straight line, so don't really go behind him unless you want to hit the back of him. Car on my inside, got it. I don't want. Oh my gosh! Engine damage. Engine damage. AD, hello. Hey, we're okay now. The engine is repaired. Hello, AD. Sorry, AD. I was shocked. The engine damage, so sudden. Nothing I could do. You can always add this account. This account is Grove Street Racer. Is the PSN. My lap time's a 0.7 right now, but I think we can get a 0.4 if I keep working. 56.7. Still working to make it better. That's a double. I like this track. I like this layout quite a bit. I don't mind that I got engine damage off of that incident. You know, it didn't have anything to do with me really. Someone hit the wall ahead of me. If it happens, it happens. Speed this time. Good lap. Messed it up though. Touching the sand on the way to the corner. Three cars ahead, they're all battling for sixth. Where I finished, I'm in 9th. So I lost some DR that time. It's okay though. If we do some good results, I will get it all back. And 9th is better than like giving up and being in last after hitting the wall like that. The car ahead of me hit the wall and it didn't ghost him, so I just got like stuck behind him with engine damage for 30 seconds. It felt like 30 seconds. I don't know if it's actually that long, the damage timer. It's like 25. It started out really good. It was up like 5/10 right away. Did my best there to get another lap in, but between races you only get like 8 minutes. It's just not enough time for me to get a feel of the grip in time trial and bust it out. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't in between. So we'll settle for this. It is almost 3 p.m. By the end of this race it'll be 3 p.m. After this race, I'm going to let my dogs out so they can go outside for a while before I leave the house. Jack of the Genesis. Oh, no more Kimmy. I cut it by accident. That's the first time I've got that penalty. Not got that one yet. Not much else I could do. Going around there would be risking everything in that area at that speed. I'm just so close to him at that point already. Not much room to send it. That was close. That race was tough. I had a penalty in the beginning. It was a tough race. Could have easily been a win. Gotta work harder though. Make sure not get held up at all. So now I'm gonna do, I think, one more. Still do one more. And then I'll get ready to go. That race was okay, but I don't want to end on that one. Should do a better one. And then later on tonight, I'll stream when I get back from my plans for the day. Tomorrow, I'm probably gonna stream as well. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm not gonna go out in the kayak this weekend. I could go fishing on shore, which is like the best time of year to do it right about now. but we'll see. Gotta get a lot more still, but I'll take every improvement. It's nice. In between races is Nice to get anything. See, I could have gained a lot right here. Just reset. You could imagine if you just gave me more time, I would get like the quicker laps. You guys know. Need more time. Nice to see the consistency, and hopefully later tonight, when I get online, I can do more of that. It'd be nice to get, like, you know, in the .1s, .2s. Seems like we're almost there. Forward to the rear is it's a good brake balance spot, it seems. That's where I'm gonna be later tonight. I'm gonna start anyway. Maybe I'll move it around. And this may be the last race, so I can be on time for my soccer stuff, not rush to get there. Take my time, stretching whatever I gotta do. shame. Losing all my spots here. For sure I cut that. Well, I'm gonna go all the way back now after that one. It's gonna send me way back. Hello, Darcy. Welcome. Hello, Darcy. Shifts. We were doing great until I went up to fourth again. Hello, Roy. Welcome back, Roy. Hello, Suddy. Hello, Suddy. How are you? Respect, Suddy. Hope you guys are doing well on Memorial Day weekend. Yes, very good results for Chelsea today, Roy. Very good results. Let's not even understate that. Very good result. It's a tough team to play. Forest looks strong today as well, I would say. They just didn't have a lot going forward, and that's been their only issue the second half of the season. Forest are unbelievable. They need a top striker. Elite striker is what Forest needs. Chris Wood played well. Had some chances. I watched that match. It was good. That's what I was doing before the stream. And I'm about to go play soccer myself right now. Go play some football myself. And I'm trying to decide now, am I going to leave now and go get my things together and go, or am I going to do one more? I could still do one more if I wanted and be on time. I could. But do I need to? Thank you for the 34 likes so far on my early stream. Very early stream that I'll be done here. If Roy and Suddy want and Darcy want, I can do one more. That was not the race I want to end on either, unfortunately. That race was subpar. We got to do a better one again. I can't leave till we get something half decent. And that one, I don't blame myself in that one either. That one, just like, there's cars ahead. I made one error, and then the penalty was, like, enormous. So we'll just try to stay focused, not think about anything else but the racing. Get one good one in. And I can go and still be reasonably on time. Plus, I just improved my qualifying time. I bet I can go for more right now. No Tokyo Drift exits, though. Sometimes that happens. You know, I really feel like I could for sure improve my lap time here. It wouldn't take too much. I'm right there. But I need to just go get my things together one more time. Get my keys, all my stuff in one spot, so when this race is over, I can head out of my house. But I will do one more. I will be right back in a couple minutes. It's the final race of the stream coming up here. Look, I'm top 200 after improving my time. I know I got another whatever in there, for sure. Yeah, it happens, you know, it happens. Accidental pit. I did a backwards finish yesterday. We crossed the line in reverse because I spun around in the final lap and I went across the line in reverse. And a car was coming too. We just crossed the line just ahead of him. Back. A couple minutes left till race starts. I let my dogs outside too, so they can chill for a while before I leave. Like I said I would. Okay. One more race. Hopefully I can run nice and smooth here. That was close. Thank you, Petey. Thank you, Petey. Thank you, thank you. Oh my god, stop. Why would I do that? Dirty tires, maybe. May get by here. My run through there wasn't very good. Almost sent myself off there. Pushed right there a little bit, but it's okay. Survived it. close. Very close. Had to defend. Lobster is super close. We fell behind too. Like, I had the lead and then gave it up, and then I got it back somehow. Just luckily.
TCR Roy Race.
Incredible race.
Set GG. Lobster clicks.
So lucky. So lucky.
Set nice D.
I think I worked super hard, so like the luck is finally on my side from all the hard work of trying to get a win. It's totally incredible, like insane how that worked out. Because I thought I lost it once I gave the lead up the first time. Thought it was over. Because I messed up again. Alright, I'm gonna go. I gotta go play some soccer. Let me check the weather real quick. I got a couple weather apps that I can use, like my lightning strikes
Darcy.
application.
Set GG.
Thank you, Darcy. No, we're clear from anything like that. And how's the? Is it gonna rain? It's some stuff, some rain, some showery stuff. Nothing crazy, and not coming soon. So I'll see you guys later. Bye everyone. Peace. I'll see you tonight. I'll be back tonight.
TCR Roy
I will be
Race.
back tonight. Bye bye, Roy.
Said
Bye,
by
Darcy,
Golden
Roy,
Chat.
Lobster. I will see you all in a couple hours. I'll come back and stream again. I think we'll be much quicker than last night based on the morning performance. We're looking really quick now. I've gained tenths since last night. I feel, really confident in my techniques here now. Leon and Snow. I believe I have Leon already. Snow's cool. Snow's trying his hardest. Those bumps and stuff were all just him
Darcy.
sending it.
Said later at TCR Roy Race at Grove Street Racing. PU. Said
Thomas is
hi.
fast. Hello,
How do
PU.
I change my region to the United Kingdom instead of the United States in GT7?
You need to make a new account. A new account.
TCR Roy Race.
New account.
Said by at Darcy.
You choose your location when you make the account. And you should be able to pick it. It's fun. I have great races here, and if you're somebody who has a work schedule that doesn't work for your own region, like when all the drivers are on, it can help out.
Said okay.
Like my friend Jack Nelmo, he wakes up at like 4 in the morning for his dad duties, like stay-at-home dad situation maybe. I don't know why exactly, or work or whatever it is, but he can only play early in the morning, and nobody is online in North America early in the morning. So he plays with the Europeans and has a great time in the morning because they're all up and online early when he wants to be able to get on. So it can work out like that. If you're, from Australia, but you have an overnight shift, maybe playing with the United States crowd works out well, like Darcy. Been telling Darcy for a while. Or somebody else too. Other Oceania friends that they should make American accounts. It's a good idea. I think North America has some of the best daily races as well, as far as like the sportsmanship. Like Sportsmanship Kimmy, who we raced with today. We had a lot of fun with Kimmy today. I'll see you guys. Good night. Peace.